I'm Lauren Green, and you're in the strategy room. Florida Senator Marco Rubio is now the third major Republican candidate to jump into the 2016 race for president. Rubio, announcing Monday, says his message is about the future, compared to Hillary Clinton.
Just yesterday, a leader from yesterday began a campaign for president by promising to take us back to yesterday. Yesterday is over.
All right, here with reaction is Democratic strategist Stephen Cobb. Welcome, Stephen.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
All right, so what's your reaction to Rubio's announcement?
Well, I think the senator probably is very pleased. You know, he gave a very composed and thoughtful announcement, and he talked about his compelling personal story. But, you know, I think he's going to have a hard time going forward in what's likely to be a very crowded Republican field. He tried to frame his announcement speech as kind of being a next-generation candidate, but he only espoused the same right-wing policies of generations past. And so, to borrow a phrase from President Clinton back in 1996, I don't think it's his age that's going to be the ultimate issue, but instead the age of his ideas. I don't think they're forward-looking, and I think that's going to create some issues for him going forward. Okay,
so if you're, though, the Hillary Clinton, because he obviously called out Hillary Clinton and some other older candidates, and probably Jeb Bush, because they are sort of from the 20th century. But if you're Hillary Clinton, because she is the presumptive Democratic nominee, what is your strategy against someone like Marco Rubio?
Well, at this point, I think it's kind of a wait and see. I mean, as you pointed out, he wasn't just taking a swipe at Secretary Clinton. He was taking a swipe at, Governor Bush and any other Republicans of a certain generation. I think you can see this Republican field grow to, 10, 12 different candidates. And until Senator Rubio is a serious presidential candidate or presumptive candidate, if I was the Clinton campaign, I would kind of take a step back and see how things play out on the right before I engage on the personal attacks of any one Republican candidate. Okay,
let's look at the poll that was a Real Clear Politics poll average from the end of March there, and it has Marco Rubio at 7.3%. And we also know that once they announce, they do get a little bump in the poll numbers. But what are your predictions? Will Rubio, how will he do during the primaries? What do you think?
I think it's going to be challenging for him. I don't think Iowa lends itself to his candidacy. I think some of the folks on the evangelical right, such as a Mike Huckabee or Rick Santorum, are going to have a leg up there. And with, again, 10, 12 candidates, it's going to be difficult to find a foothold to really try and distinguish yourself. And I don't think that by just saying that you're a different candidate of a different generation is really going to be that X factor. There's going to be other Republican candidates of that same generation.
Okay, so I have just one more question about that, because I want to talk about the new generation issue, because this is really the mantra of President Obama when he came along. I'm from the new generation, and it was implied, if not stated. Marco Rubio, I'm from a generational choice. I'm going forward into the 21st century. I'm not part of the past. He could have a very large Hispanic following as well. So doesn't he have some advantage there?
Certainly, there's some advantage there, but it'll be easy to see if the Republican detractors who hammered President Obama when he was running in 2007 and 2008 for his youth and, by their qualification, lack of an experience, whether or not they take that same sort of attitude towards Senator Rubio. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how that kind of plays out in the internal dialogue of Republican politics.
Okay, so he's got to get out of the Republican pool before he actually faces any Democrat, I see. All right, Stephen, thank you so much. You want to check out foxnews.com for more on the 2016 race. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.